Hello and welcome to another scene for the living world of darkness. Rage across the dreaming open scene, really. But only werewolves and changelings showed up. Anyways, today's scene takes place at Vixen, a bar owned by a lovely redheaded lady named MJ. Several people are already there, and a few more will be arriving. But since it is her bar, let's start with Amber. What are you doing?
Trying to stay awake.
Oh,
The past couple weeks, I've just straight up sucked. Uh, not great. She's almost given up on her makeup. Almost. She's still wearing concealer, but she's like at this point she's like it doesn't even really matter. My eyes are so sunken in that like it doesn't help at all. But I'm still gonna do it. And is probably serving people who look similarly horrible. I assume Misha similarly looks tired as fuck.
Yes, she does. She does not actually order any alcohol because that is a depressant and a bad choice.
That's fair. That's entirely fair. We can get you Mountain Dew with so much caffeine in it, so much sugar.
Yes, there is a large Mountain Dew in front of her. And nachos with hot sauce, which, I'm pretty sure that they know exactly how she likes her nachos by now.
Yes, at least Harry does.
Right. But yeah, she's just sort of chilling up at the bar with said very large Mountain Dew and the nachos, and she's staring at the hot sauce, trying to decide if even that would be enough to keep her awake. And after a second, she's just going to look up at Amber and be like, I'm gonna let us sleep tonight. What do you think?
You're gonna what?
Let us sleep tonight?
Oh, like for real?
Yeah.
I think that sounds like a horrible idea. We can have another slumber party. I know I sort of brought everyone that last time, if you're okay with another giant slumber party.
If I'm gonna do it, we might as well cram everybody into a corner somewhere.
Because Vivi kicks when she is having nightmares.
Well, then put her, I don't know, somewhere away from other people.
No, meaning if she doesn't have the nightmares, no one's gonna get a hoof to the face.
Well, seeing as how it's probably not best if I kick her. I'll just, I'll let everybody know. But yeah, come by tonight.
Sounds good. Oh man, that's gonna be so nice.
I know, right?
Do we have a Caldwell in here already, or is he gonna arrive later?
I would say Caldwell arrives. He comes in with his hands in his pockets. He's really hunched over forward. His eyes are actually kind of closed. It's almost like he's sleepwalking. He's probably just moving around by sound and like pure force of will at this time. Like the nightmares are so bad, like even the spider like dangling from his nose is like making like this pendulum motion as it just lays there like asleep, using it to kind of as his movement just to kind of rock him back and forth.
Oh, sleepy spider.
Yeah. But yeah, he just slides up onto the counter or up to the counter, and just lays his head down on the counter. Just doesn't say anything. Just lays there.
Misha will move in like as quietly as she can, move in close to his ear, and just be like, "Come by the freehold tonight. Sleep."
Oh, good. I was hoping you would say that.
He wants a Mountain Dew, he just said, as she looks at.
I heard it. So, she, for some reason, has put Mountain Dew on the tap, replacing, like, Diet Coke or something.
So gross.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, but there's also probably, like, Monster that they've had to put in the fridge because people suddenly want energy drinks and strangely coffee instead of alcohol.
You're just gonna be throwing like 5-hour energy shots in Mountain Dew instead of like a Jaeger bomb.
Yep.
Oh, that's perfect. I need one of those in my Mountain Dew.
So Caldwell doesn't normally drink soda at all, but he's too tired to protest. He does beg for a bendy straw, if you have one.
Would you know what? Let me get you a straw. Let me get you a straw. And she'll go to the back room and she comes out with this monstrosity. It is a 6-foot-long straw, and it looks like it's just a bunch of other straws taped together. And she brings it out and presents it.
As soon as you start heading for the back for a straw, Misha actually starts looking so much more awake.
When you come back and you hand it to him, I'm assuming the Mountain Dew is in front of him. He'll actually take the straw, kind of just like arch it over into the glass from where his head's like laying at, like on the counter, and just start blowing bubbles in it.
If you try it, it actually works.
Yeah,
like
this 6-foot straw, despite the fact that it should not actually work, it does work.
So you don't even have to move your head to sip this thing.
Yeah, he just keeps blowing bubbles in it though. It seems like he's almost trying to get the carbonation out of it though. He's trying to make it flat.
Misha's gonna start snapping pictures.
I can't believe this thing finally came in handy.
And is she taking like cell phone pictures?
Yeah, she's not hiding it.
I'm gonna stab you. Don't take pictures.
Wow. She snaps another one.
I am tallying these transgressions against me.
Oh well, I mean, you don't have to sleep tonight.
Okay, I give up. Yeah.
She'll only put them on Facebook, and only if they're that super embarrassing. It won't be. You know what? Listen, it's not going to be the worst thing that she snapped a picture of someone doing and put on her Facebook.
You know, because it's coming from you, it's going to be the worst thing.
Oh no, it really isn't the worst thing. Believe me.
Do you want to see?
I don't want to see this catastrophe. I don't.
Well, it's on Facebook, so it is at least PG.
Sure, why not?
She's already pulling up on her phone, and we'll find she's like, I know this is gonna be a little bit sad, but Carol, since you're here, we're gonna make it sad, just to screw with you.
Yeah, because a lot of those pictures, oh my god, Misha and her making out and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're basically overly sexual pictures involving Maxine.
Maxine and Misha, and actually Hall sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Hall wearing a wedding dress.
Yes.
Caldwell uses his eidetic memory to store these all in the back of his head.
Sweet.
Misha's not even worried about it. That's the funny part. She just kind of looks, and you know, she looks at these pictures like kind of over Amber's shoulder, and there's just this look of sadness that goes across her face for a second, but she doesn't.
Yeah. No, this is, and we'll look over, see the sort of sadness, and be like, this is how she'd want us to remember her.
You mean with her head underneath Hall's dress, looking like she's sucking something?
Exactly.
She wasn't, by the way. As she looks to Caldwell.
Caldwell just kind of blushes. Like it almost chimerically, it looks like his face is bruised, but like, but yeah. Otherwise, yeah, he just who's sucking what?
Oh, nobody was sucking anything. It was just meant to look that way.
Oh.
That's my best friend, Maxine.
You have not mentioned her before.
Well, you've seen some things that are connected with her, like the freehold of the free hair. And she'll gesture sort of under the table to where there's a jackrabbit hiding.
Who is being probably brought a salad by Debbie, who is a boggin and knows this rabbit's order at this time.
Because Misha will always pay for it. It's fine.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
She was, and she'll kind of lean in closer because there are other people around. She was a jackrabbit puka.
I was I was about to ask if that was the case. I'm sorry about your friend.
She just nods and will turn back to the Mountain Dew, determined to not think too hard about this.
Yeah, no, I think in the silence, Amber will just pour them all shots, but it's actually shots of water because she knows that these people probably shouldn't have any alcohol at this moment, but she'll just be like, to Maxine, and take a shot of water.
Silas will just kind of keep his head like laying on the counter, and just kind of like raise the shot and then pour it in the Mountain Dew.
Well, that'll get rid of bubbles.
Cue the wolves.
Yes, cue the wolves.
Okay, puppies.
I suppose the three of us can come in together. You know, as a support system for Cammy or whatever. Thanks for joining, Sammy. Cammy. Are we going to meet this lovely individual that you failed to call for a month?
Maybe.
Well, I'm sure she's an absolute doll. I mean, you called her back, right? We're not like ambushing her or nothing, right?
Oh, no.
Cammy, please tell me you at least gave the girl a call before you accost her at her place of business.
I made the call. Just
a second. Is that what you're about to say? Just a second?
Well, did she answer?
Well, it was more of a text than a call.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Cammy.
No. Sam will very cautiously, very slowly reach to pat her on the back.
Did you just touch her from behind?
Well, more like from the side. He won't do it like outside of you.
Okay.
But it's slow and cautious. If she protests, he won't.
She kind of does that thing where like her shoulder kind of sinks with his hand coming down, but she stops herself like it's a visible effort. But she's just like, no, you're better than this. Stop it.
It's real nice. Good moment here.
Just trying real hard.
Believe in yourself, Cammy. And, we're right here behind you.
Where are we meeting this individual?
It's her bar, her place of business. It's like a nightclub. Dancing.
Oh, good. So she can't escape. I mean,
I know this is your thing, but do you think you could just maybe not be on the rag tonight?
On the rag, eh? Well, as you know my lunar cycle so well, I will do my best to suppress my animal urges.
Sam tucks in his lips, like old boy from The Office.
Just one night, Bailey. That's all I ask.
I don't know exactly how I'm supposed to act if not myself. Am I supposed to act all prim and proper like, ooh, should I channel my inner Silver thing? She says that very low, not for the ears of passersby.
You know what? Sure. She just.
Oh no.
She's like,
I am mighty, pure breed. Rah, rah, rah. Look at me, I'm Aryan.
give me.
Oh, fuck!
No. More God, no, Bailey. Bailey, no.
Sam stifles a laugh.
Jesus Christ. Bailey, you can never, ever use that word again.
Oh, pardon me, Your Highness. I cannot use these words, and I also cannot be a ragabash. So,
hey, you call me Your Highness. You're the one that chose me.
Look, it was, I honestly, it's fine. I am comfortable with my position in this.
Listen, just give me your best Gerard morning kill.
I don't know what that means.
Out of character, you're the guy in High King.
I don't know what that means. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Big dick, like king of all of the
no,
Guru.
no. She doesn't like. She knows, but she doesn't know what you mean by "give me your best." Like what? Like she knows what a high king is, like the silver king and all that stuff. But
I'll tell you what. I know that, like, maybe going with half moon is asking a lot. So, how about you go with a gibbous moon tonight? We'll say it's a good send off for our friend Nimi, considering she was doing that before she left.
I thought Nimi was born under the same moon as me. I am absolutely baffled by your choices here tonight.
She is, but it's a long story. I'll tell you the story at some point. And
I'm getting the distinct impression that you're embarrassed of me, Cammy.
No, I'm. Oh, look! Here's the door. She just walks in, just now completely frazzled.
Yeah, no, you guys. There's a bouncer that looks like John Boyega outside. He's very tall and just sort of like gives a stoic nod.
Hiya.
Sam kind of. Oh, sorry.
No, he just like does like a hand raise in greeting to Bailey. For you Gauru people, he looks more graceful than he is strong, but not like crazy Gauru standards. Like normal human standards.
Nice.
So he's not quite as buff as our friend Sam.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, Sam is. I imagine the formation here is Cammy and Bailey up front, and like Sam's head and whatever's left of his form, like poking in between them. He's just got his hands. He's got his hands in his pocket, looking between them when they go up to the bouncer.
I assume he does traditional, check ID sorts of things.
Yeah, he's pretty formal. He just checks IDs and then sort of does a gesture, and he might like look at Cammy and like try to place her, probably not quite place her, and then just sort of like let him in. And he seeing if I don't know what if changelings don't really respond to Garu rage as much as humans do, right?
We don't. No,
That's
we don't
the thing?
respond, really.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then yeah. And he seems like a bro.
He treats you like people. Look at that.
Not used to this kind of lovely behavior.
Yeah. Just go with it, I guess, and enjoy yourselves.
I'm not gonna be peeing on the furniture or nothing. Calm down.
It actually seems surprisingly well ventilated in here. I could even go as far as to say it's quite airy in here.
Oh my god.
Get him, Sammy.
Cammy just turns and places her head against the wall and just starts methodically banging her head against it for a good 4 or 5 seconds.
Sam raises a hand for a high five.
Is that
Bailey will
hold
give
on,
him a
hold on,
high
guys.
five.
One second, and Amber will leave her group, seeing this person banging a head on the wall and maybe recognizing them.
Why she does that? Caldwell is gonna take his glass and move it near the spigot and pour more water in the Mountain Dew.
He's just watching this with looking just aghast. That is the grossest thing she has ever seen. And she drinks seaweed tea.
Once 3 parts water, 1 part Mountain Dew left, he seems happy.
Do you realize how little caffeine you're getting if you drink that?
I'm sure this is more than enough, Misha.
Are you sure you're the one with your head down? Using a straw that's 6 feet long.
Are you judging me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, continue judging, because this is what I'm doing.
She just grins at him because that's just kind of hilarious.
Which one of us made that straw here, Misha? Out of character since everybody's walking away.
Misha just grins at that too.
You know, this would probably make a great blowgun.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Oh, oh,
And I was gonna be like, Shaya beat you to that.
I was going to just say the exact
Aw.
same thing. It's first.
No. Misha will, in fact, look down at him since she just said that question, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I'm the one who made that.
Wait, what?
I made the straw."
You did? I thought,
I did.
Amber
Oh.
did.
Oh no, she just keeps it in the back for special occasions.
Oh,
Do you realize how hard that would be to get it back to my place?
hmm. I think I could probably easily swallow this.
Swallow it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to swallow it. It's a straw.
I mean, if we're trying to get it out of here or something.
No,
Collapse it, maybe.
it's okay.
He just shrugs.
I also have a straw crown that I made once.
Straw crown?
Yeah, they decided I was the queen. I'm not quite sure why.
That's kind of cool.
Hmm.
That would be really handy.
Probably around
It's
here
like-
somewhere.
Probably, because Misha rarely takes this crap home. She leaves it all here.
So who used this beforehand?
You used it before?
Yeah, you made it, right?
I tried to use it. Shay has also tried to use it. But Maniva is the one who made it work right.
Mm,
She's moved, though.
gotcha. He just goes back to blowing more bubbles. It's almost there.
Gammy, I didn't know you'd be stopping by so soon.
Hi, and she's gonna turn around and sort of. She's got this slight red mark on her forehead. It's really good to see you.
It's good to see you. Do you? And she'll sort of cautiously putting a hand up to her face and be like, "Do you want me to kiss that better?"
She looked like her eyes turned to Bailey.
I ain't gonna kiss it and make it better.
Sam just kind of smiles at Cammy and his eyes grow really wide.
Sure.
Just very sweet, up on her tiptoes, kiss to the forehead, and just real genuine smile. She does look tired, but she doesn't look like annoyed to see you or anything. She looks very happy. You brought friends this time.
Yeah, I made a few of those.
Are you gonna introduce me?
Yes, MJ, this is Bailey,
Hiya.
and this
Extend
is
a hand.
She'll shake her hand rather enthusiastically. Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you.
Really? Horrible things, I hope.
No, I think Cammy likes you, actually.
Oh, how unfortunate. And she just sly smile and over to Sam to shake his hand as well.
And
Really bad decision on her part.
he'll smile politely, very formally, and shake MJ's hand. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, mine. I love new patrons. Would you like to come in? Please, at the bar, I can let me serve you something.
Certainly. Do you have soda on tap?
She'll kind of think and be like, depending on what you consider soda. Only the most caffeinated for my patrons.
It's at this point that Misha looks up because you're caffeinated. Sees who's over there and kind of nudges Caldwell with her foot a little bit. Like under the table.
Huh? What?
Your buddy's here.
By this time, Caldwell Spider, like the chimerical one, basically crawled up his nose, and he's actually using his pinky to kind of like fish it out.
Oh no!
Oh. Misha's just like staring at this a little bit, then she turns away because that's kind of gross even for her.
And then he kind of just turns around and looks at the group, like just really tired, with like his really long pinky in his nose, and then he just kind of coughs. You don't know why, but the changelings would see like a spider pop out of his mouth.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Oh God! Oh, that's awful. Oh,
Never been
gosh.
more glad not to be a changeling.
I'm so glad Misha looked away at that moment. Remember, I said that right
Really
before.
legacy because I feel like you get willpower back for that because that was disgusting.
If you have the grotesque legacy, it might be true.
Nah, he doesn't, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But he kind of looks around, kind of like hurriedly for like a napkin, to kind of like wipe his pinky off, and he just gives like a quiet wave with both his hands as he's wiping off his finger, like at Sam. And you know he's not going to call out to you because unless you just walked right up. Sorry. I don't know how far away you guys are from the bar.
We were at the door, but we could be making our way over there since MJ invited them over there.
Okay. So you just see him kind of like waving after having his finger up his nose.
Sam will wave back shyly and look over at his compadres, see how they're doing.
That guy just had his finger up his nose.
Nobody's perfect.
Obviously, this is a
Oh God.
Cammy's gonna like look over and do a double take, like, huh? What? What?
Maybe don't shake his hand, Cam.
That's the thing I can do.
A friendly wave should probably suffice. So. I guess we're all gonna sit at the bar or what?
There is the fantastic 6-foot long straw that you guys can see over here. So, that is an amazing piece of work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking Sam will nod to his two Garu friends and say, specifically to Cammy, "Good luck. I'll be over by the architectural marvel."
That thing, if it works, does not at all obey the laws of hydrodynamics.
Don't put your lips around it, Sammy.
Oh, I don't. No.
In this establishment, we do not obey the laws of thermodynamics, nor hydrodynamics, nor any dynamics.
Does anybody have curiosity as a flaw? Because I feel like this straw, whether it works or not, is a fair roll.
I mean, MJ does, but she already knows.
Certainly doesn't follow the laws of social dynamics.
Where we're going, we don't need laws of social dynamics.
Common sense says don't lick the straw.
Oh, thank you. I have that. I thought about it, but you saved me.
Cammy's just gonna kind of palm some single packets of hand wipes into Sam's hand, just in case.
So, I think I know that girl right there. Then she'll walk over to Misha. Jazz concert or something, right?
Oh, yeah, hi.
Hey,
What's up?
small world. It's like 800 million. How many people are in this damn city? Anyways, there's a lot of people here, and we keep running into each other. Nice to see you.
There's at least 5 I've counted.
You're very helpful, Amber. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amber. I thought her name was MJ.
It is.
Oh, is that short for Amber?
Always. As
Right.
Misha goes full puka. Look at that.
Is that not the logical progression?
I mean, I'm not the one doling out nicknames here. I usually leave that up to my friend Sammy.
He kind of smiles and his nostrils flare a little bit for a second.
He's really good at it.
Oh, you betcha.
Hey, you're allowed to have more than one nickname.
Yep.
Is that true, Sam?
Very much so, though people tend to like to go by whichever one tends to stick.
Ah, well, there you have it.
Whatever you want.
And also, Sam will lean over to Bailey and just kind of whisper lowly. The population of New York City as of the 2018 census was 8.55 million.
Thanks, Sam. It's going to help me a lot tonight. Thanks.
Well, it looks like at least a couple of you know each other already, so that makes my job a lot easier.
Well, yeah, these two are my buddies, and this one likes jazz, and you're knocking boots with my friend here.
Cammy just.
Misha blinks at this.
She just smiles and agrees. like yeah. So we're basically all already acquainted.
One big happy family.
Wait a minute. I'm part of the harem and I was not informed of this, Amber.
You've been a part of the harem since the beginning of the harem. Have you still not received your letter of recognition?
No, I said I was not informed of the latest edition.
Oh, are you the latest edition? And she'll kind of look over at Cammy and like sort of thinking, might be. You might be. Misha, this is Cammy. This is Cammy. This is Misha, another member of my harem.
Yeah. At all this harem talk, you see like Sam sidestep out of the camera view and over by Caldwell.
And Misha is going to do the most awkward thing ever. Well, it's not awkward for her, or probably not for Amber, but for other people. She's going to stand up and walk over to Amber, kiss her on the cheek, like put her arm on her shoulder, and then sort of sit back down again.
Well, you certainly found yourself a friendly one there, Cammy.
It's all right. She's a member due to the transitive property, I believe it is.
Is that what you call it? I figured it was some sort of friction or something.
You think so, and that's the usual way, but no, Misha's an exception.
Oh, I meant my friend here. I mean, Jazzy here. Jazzy Jeff. However she belongs to your particular...
Misha.
Yes. Sorry, honey. I am so bad with names. Please forgive me.
Well, either way, I'm sure you know I'm not Jazzy Jeff.
No. Sometimes I throw names at people they don't mind so much.
Well,
I'm not Jazzy
nicknames.
Misha is a nickname.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have presumed.
You should feel lucky I don't expect you to use my full name.
I'm so tempted to be like, where I come from, you always go by the newest one. But no.
And where's that? I know, I'm just kidding.
So what can I get you, you fine young people to drink?
Alcohol.
Is that for oral application or topical?
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And she skitters off and away.
I'm gonna go check on her. Make sure she doesn't crawl out a window or something.
That's very nice of you. What, did you want me to get you anything while you were gone? I think Cammy just might want me to surprise her.
Yeah, whatever this will buy. And she throws like a wad of stuff
on the counter. There's like probably a couple of dollar bills, probably some bottle caps and paper clips, and like trashy idly
piece of gum.
picked up.
Piece of gum.
Probably not. She doesn't. If it was gum, it was like probably stuck to something she didn't want it to be stuck to. She picks up a lot of litter and stuff. But it's like just detritus and just garbage and change.
Basically, Bailey wants a light beer.
Yes. that is what this can afford.
Time for no duels.
I'll take the bud that makes you wiser.
Gonna go check on Cammy because she knows this kid's in a panic. Cammy.
She's got her back against the door. Don't fucking try and stop me.
Oh, you know I will. You get your ass back out there. Be social-like.
No.
Cammy. Camster. If you don't get your ass back out there, I will apply a boot to your rear end and kick you out this door. So the question is, do you want to go and spend time with the charming young lady at the bar? Or do you want the dirt at the bottom of my size 7s imprinted on your derriere?
You wouldn't dare.
I would certainly dare. And she like puts herself behind her and raises her foot slowly.
Don't you?
And you can look and see that it's caked with mud, probably something she stepped in because it's New York and people don't always pick up after their dogs.
Just clear enough for you to see the number 7.
Yes. Your choice, Cam. Meet Dr. Martin.
Wait, is my Dr. Strolls?
They're cousins.
Weird how all the doctors make shoes.
Why are you trying to mortify your outfit tonight?
I am not trying to mortify you. I am doing you a service and helping you come out of your shell.
I don't think that's how. I don't think exposure therapy works in that kind of way.
Dearest, if you do not get your ass out there, you've got until the count of 3, and you're not going to like it. 1. Just for your own good. Trust your beta. 2.
You're supposed to be beta.
Trust your Boston beta. Cammy. 2.5. 2 3/4.
X
All right.
give it to you.
She's gonna hold up a hand. You do know I am fucking armed, right?
You're about to be fucking booted.
Put the foot down.
Get your ass out of the bathroom.
Put the foot down.
Get your ass out of the bathroom.
We're gonna Mexican standoff this. Put your foot down.
Shoot me then.
Cam Calvaru coming into my bar, taking this off to 12 immediately.
Okay, fine. I didn't want to have to pull this card, but now I am. I order you to put your foot down.
Sure, you order me and you can call me Raya afterwards.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
You love me and you know it. That's why you invited me to this thing.
Just gonna kick the door open. And I'm gonna roll a chance dice because I'm a fan of slapstick.
Do you need to roll rage?
Are you rolling to see if you kick the door back into yourself?
Yes, and oh, come on.
Come on,
What are
dice
you gonna-
roller.
If it's anything like Callie's cooking rolls, you're out of luck.
Well, there we go. So she kicks the door open. It bounces off the outer door, and as she turns, bam, right in the face.
Cammy.
There's definitely a troll outside who's gonna look in and sort of signal to MJ, being like, "Someone is now hurt in your establishment. Please don't get sued." And MJ's gonna be like, "Well, shit." And she's going to grab she'll sort of turn to Misha and be like, "You know first aid, right?" And she'll sort of take her by the arm and drag her over to where Cammy is.
And Misha's just like getting dragged, and she's going, "I am not healing that anybody. No, no.
I'm not getting sued today.
You have no idea how much you're gonna owe me if I have to heal somebody."
Just in case. And she'll
Bailey's just like standing up over Cammy, just sort of like looking down with like her hand like to her chin, like, what the fuck did you do that for?
So, Cammy's eyes are on fire at the moment. She gets a 2 success rage roll. And she's just like...
Deep breaths, Cam. Deep breaths. Woosa.
He.
Oh no, we can't have that because no children allowed in this.
Hey, come on.
Oh no.
So MJ crosses the dance floor and we'll go over to where Cammy is and sort of just like get on her knees beside her and start she's not gonna immediately touch her. She's gonna be looking for signs of, I don't know, concussion, see if her eyes are in focus at all, see if there's any visible bruising.
The only thing that's injured on Cammy right now is her ego.
Okay.
Misha's standing there looking awkward after Amber let go of her. Because she literally has no medicine. Although she could heal you, but she has no medicine.
that's why she brought you over here. Because MJ has 1 dot of medicine and you have magic. So she'll look down at Cammy and be like, "I can't believe it. You finally defeated the door." I was so, honestly, it was really bugging me. It was a real ass to me the other day. Thank you so much. You're my hero.
Looks like I'm not the only one on the rag, eh, Cammy?
She doesn't look like she's doing it specifically to annoy. She looks like really sweet about it. She's like, "You're my hero."
And Cammy's just like caught between a place she wants to be and a place she doesn't want to be. And not to mention, I'm looking like there's somebody else on the rig. She's just like, she just looks Bailey directly in the eye. Why are you like this?
Wait a minute, why are we talking about who's on the reg?
Well, you know how it is when us ladies are around each other for a long time, we sync up.
Yeah, I met you once, like 3 weeks ago, and we've totally synced.
Oh, I was talking about my dear friend here.
Technically, she is a roommate.
Sam's like lips are curled in, and he has his drink held up at drinking height, but it's not anywhere near his lips.
Cammy's gonna sit up very slowly. By the way, your bathroom floors are immaculately clean. I have never been more thankful for that in my entire life. And she's gonna get up.
Are you sure you're all right?
I'm good.
All right. Well, I will pass along my compliments to my janitor.
Thank you.
I think you need booze.
Yes. Yes. 1,000 times yes.
As a thank you for defeating my worst foe. Well, the first one's on the house.
Thank you, Tom.
I like this one, Cammy.
Yeah, me too.
She's got moxie.
Is that what it's called now? That's a really nice, clean word for that. As she looks to Amber.
just grins. She may be swishing her tail a little bit more than necessary on the way back to the bar. She looks way too proud of herself.
Oh god. As Misha lets out a whistle.
And Cammy is absolutely getting a frozen margarita.
Cammy is going to sip it very judiciously, but the entire time over the pack link, it's just like, what did I do to you? What have I ever done to you? I have shown you nothing but love and admiration. I have bonded with you, and this is what you do to me.
Hey, you have the attention of a lovely young lady. You're welcome. Also, I didn't open that door so hard that it slammed me in the face now, did I?
It's just like this really weird stare off between Bailey and Cammy.
Yeah, Bailey's stare off looks like she's about to burst into laughter at any second.
It almost looks
Cammy.
like they're arguing with each other, but they're not saying anything. That's skill.
That's what happens when you live with somebody who's constantly, and she'll just gesture with both hands like this.
Be proud of who you are.
Misha just looks at this whole situation and she's just going, in her head, she's going, you just described my entire life being surrounded by puka.
Who made that decision?
The fates. The fates made that decision.
MJ, could I also get like 3 shots of tequila, please?
No, absolutely not, she says, and she'll pour 4. But there is a glass of water in between the first 2 and the last 2.
And she'll grab 1 in each hand, and she will down them both. And just kind of let out like a... You know, Bailey, I said that I was going to have drinks tonight, and I'm going to hold on to that. And she's going to pick up one of the shot glasses, and she's going to swish it up and then swish it back and just hold it out towards her.
What is this? Wait, did you spit it out into the cup or something?
Mm-hmm.
She just like looks at it and she's like, yeah. Thanks, Cammy. I'll get to that in a moment. I'm not gonna drink your fucking goggle, she says over the pack link. I will put this boot up your ass if you'd like.
Don't make me start swinging in this club. I don't want to be kicked out of here.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna come to that. Take a deep breath.
In, out.
Would you like a spit back? She says as she like pushes the the glass back towards Cammy. Because I bought myself a beer.
You what? And she says it out loud.
Codwell, not really paying attention, will grab that glass and pour it into his Mountain Dew.
There's just this look of abject horror.
Actually, it was the most watery Mountain Dew, for the record.
You know how in like anime they like jerkily crane their neck with like the purple shadow over their eyes. That's kind of Sam right now.
MJ pauses as she was reaching for the glass to take the shot herself because she and Cammy have made out, so she doesn't care. But she was like, "Oh, okay."
Speaking of transitive property.
Yeah. Caldwell, I don't. Are you sure you don't want me to just get you maybe some sparkling water? It's basically the same as what is in there, but
slightly less yellow.
You definitely need the caffeine.
There's not a whole lot of caffeine left in there.
How about some coffee? Would coffee be better for you, Caldwell?
You mean bitch tea? I don't want that.
But it has more caffeine than most of your tea.
Bitch tea.
I mean, I guess, sure. Coffee. I'm gonna keep using the straw then.
You know, you love it more than anybody has loved it so far. I think you can keep it. With the possible exception of Shea, but she was a little too close with it.
No, it's mine's now. Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
I'll make good use of it.
Misha just opens her mouth and then closes it again.
As does MJ, because she was about to say something about the tongue, but then she's like, wait. There are people who can't see that.
Oh no.
Oh man. I forgot about it too. Holy shit. Yeah.
Hello.
never mind.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Debbie will bring you some coffee from the kitchen. It's fairly like, it's not super fancy. It's obviously just from like a Keurig or something.
He takes it and he doesn't seem too fussed about it.
Enjoy your bitch tea.
He again reaches over and pours a little water in it from the spigot.
Why?
Tammy just kind of like grabs a hold of Bailey's arm watching this, just like, good God.
I mean, you were gonna try and make me drink that. Me, your usually destitute friend who happens to be rolling in the dough tonight. She says as she indicates the probably like leftover bottle cap.
Wait, is that from my bottle cap bin?
Is that what that was?
No, sir.
Well, you missed, because this was on the ground, she says, as she just like flicks it back towards Tammy.
Carrie catches it with one hand. She's like,
Other interesting things. He whispers, by the way.
Sorry, what?
Do I need to roll perception alertness?
Actually, he'll slide over
Okay.
and probably get really close to Cammy.
Oh, that's gonna go.
Oh no.
Sam takes a moment to lament that she has
And then
This is
under the
going
table, we hear the audible pops as he kind of like cracks his hands because he's nervous. And he just says, "Do you collect other interesting things?"
Personal space!
I'm not touching you.
She's just
I
gonna...
remember the last time. The last time I was actually touching you.
Spit take over here. mild spit take. She was drinking water.
She's gonna take a step back and she's gonna grab a hold of Bailey and just put Bailey in the stool in front of her.
Hello!
And he just whispers, "Hey, hi, I'm Caldwell," and he holds his hand out.
She'll hold her hand up. The name is Bailey. Bailey Dean. Nice to meet you, Mr. Caldwell.
Mr. Caldwell, I like that. Has a certain ring to it. How do you know Sam and Cammy here?
Well, Sam's a good buddy of mine from a thing, and
Did you meet him in the park as well?
we go for the occasional stroll. I like to pick up Lita. He likes to pick up Lita and ride a bicycle. So, we have common interests.
He just smiles kind of lightly at that. Just nods. Huh. I'm just. Sam is rather interesting. He just has a lot of good friends. Everyone that I meet, they're all good. So, I guess I'm just happy for him that he has such good friends.
You're kind of an awkward fella, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm used to awkward, she says as she indicates Cammy. This young lady here is one of my dearest and closest friends. When she isn't trying to feed me disgusting shit, I'd break someone's legs for her if the need came across. I'd like to say she'd do the same for me, but well, she'd
Well,
probably
did
be
you really
grossed out
call her-
touching legs.
Did you really call her a good friend if she wouldn't do the same for you?
Oh yeah, of course. Everybody has their own special skill set, you know. I'm more of the break somebody's kneecaps, and she's more of the, buy drinks when you're hot up for your own personal refreshments.
I thought she was the more of a kneecap person.
Can I give like this shrug? I'm like, huh?
Misha raises an eyebrow at this.
She does finger guns at Misha. Hoping that the message comes across, even though she does finger guns way too often. So it probably doesn't.
Oh, Misha caught the idea.
If I don't, should I roll something? I don't have expression, but
no. I think she understood what you were going for with kneecaps.
Okay.
Cool, because I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Like, no, she's not really a kneecaps kind of person at all.
I hear you can do a lot of interesting things on your knees.
Caldwell just kind of like lays his head on the table again.
MJ looks so proud of Misha because that wasn't what she was going for, but she's so proud.
I mean, you can do a lot of interesting stuff on your knees, but if you're creative, it depends on what you're kneeling on. Like, you could kneel on a bar stool and still do some really interesting shit.
Sam, like, chortles his fucking soda.
This is true. I would like to see that sometime.
Well, you'll have to pay me first, honey.
How much it cost? I'll buy you another light beer.
Nah, thanks. I don't want to be kicked out of this lovely establishment for wanton acts of deviancy.
Oh, no, we have none of those here. That's very unprofessional.
Misha just glances towards the door to the back room.
Jesus Christ.
You're just propositioning me left and right, Sammy.
That was not in character.
Out of character, the things that have happened.
Yes, and the only person who probably would have a clue about what that tiny reference was to on an in-character basis is Amber.
Unless Caldwell has seen the internet.
Caldwell has seen it. He just takes that straw and tries to put the other end in the coffee that's like a space over.
It's gonna be all ice cold by the time it reaches him.
Yep. And he keeps missing, and he just says with the straw in his mouth, "Sam, do you mind helping me out here?"
Of course.
Could you just hold it for me?
Reaches out a hand and holds it for him.
And he just slowly starts sipping.
Misha is losing it over here.
So how do you two know each other?
Tea.
Yeah.
Ah, I understand.
Wait, is it tea or is it like air quotes tea?
It is real tea.
There are no quotes. My hand is over here.
Yeah, holding his straw down.
Yeah, you're holding his thing.
Oh no. He just gets up and like tea spills kind of like on the counter as he, kind of realizes what they're talking about now. This is why I can't have nice things.
No, you can spill coffee on them.
No, he kind of spills coffee like on the counter, like where he was at. Like he was like mid sip, and yeah.
No, the straw's all yours. Not a problem.
But yes, Sam was one of my first customers at my tea shop in Queens, and he's hung around many nights since. We become good friends. I would think.
No.
Oh, that's real nice.
Stands up a little more straight.
Put up with him. He's all right.
Then he like kind of looks at him like a dude.
I was just holding your straw.
I mean, you are a little clingy, but I'm just kidding. I'm the one that's clingy.
Set down his drink and give him a pat on the back.
And he just goes back to sipping. Actually, he sips the tea, the coffee again. Excuse me, from the straw.
When it's coffee, it's tea. When it's tea, it's coffee.
Yeah.
It's whatever leaf or bean water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cammy, how's work been going?
You know, it's work. Kind of getting my hands into a few new things, kind of branching out, trying to work in other departments, be a little bit more helpful to, various efforts across the company.
Any other travel?
No, I haven't been to any exciting places in a while. Kind of been, quote unquote, grounded, so to speak.
Ah, well, how unfortunate that you are forced to stay in this city in such close proximity to all these wonderful people. Do they work with you?
Well, Bailey here works with me. She's like an office assistant, and
Really?
over the packling, you lying sack of shit.
Caldwell just slowly creaks his head over and just looks at Bailey, and then looks at Cammy. Just looks real sus, but doesn't say anything.
You know how someone's expression drops. Sometimes you can see their hairline move back. That's Sam. Luckily, he has Caldwell's back right now. But that's
Sam is one of the few people who's ever actually seen Bailey in an office, and what that entails.
Was magical.
And Sam here is somebody I contract out to whenever I need kind of any sort of art. Yeah. It's like whenever I need anything that's to do with writing or creativity, he's where
a lot of fact checking as well.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's how we know each other, and it's I say it's a pretty good setup, except when somebody steals from the bottle cap bin in the office.
Over Packlink, you're gonna hear Bailey again. By the way, I already told the one that smells like the beach that I'm a scrapper. So, I mean, secretarial work between working at a junkyard.
Over the Packlink, you never said a goddamn thing before I started talking.
I was just looking to see where you were going with it.
Fucking ragabash.
Am I wrong to describe you as an office assistant without saying, hey, you know what? She's like the second in command of my war pack of giants.
How well have I assisted you thus far, dear?
Right now, you're definitely looking at a visit to HR.
Bring it on. They'll be like, what were you doing? I was making fun of the situation. Carry on.
And what is it that you do? You never mentioned.
He's in security.
Yes. A lot of cybersecurity, actually.
She actually mentioned wanting to take a look at my computers while we were here.
Yeah, upgrade your IT infrastructure, make things a little bit more efficient, and definitely get your overall digital security up to snuff with the highest company standards.
Oh yes, I'm very into these high standards.
Sam offered me something of the same along with Misha, but I'm not too comfortable with that. I like my stone slate of a laptop.
I noticed that thing is ancient, but it is a very nice paperweight.
It'll also help defend me in case somebody tries to rob me in the shop.
That's true. You could just buy a gun for that, though.
That's not what a laptop's for.
Are you strong enough to lift it?
He just looks at her. I'm more than capable of lifting the laptop. Thank you very
Plus,
much.
if you wanted to use something that's a digital tool as a weapon, why not go with an old school Nokia?
I have
Hey,
one of those too. He pulls out.
oh, Bailey pulls out her old ass phone.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's
god.
basically like the first gen Nokia, like with like all the different color like plates you could have put on it.
Bailey's is like this cracked ass flip phone. But it's so old. So old and so chipped. And every time yeah. Anyways. Hey, Cammy, guess what Bailey has again?
You know, I distinctly remember giving you a company phone.
I think I left it on the roof.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The roof.
Of our office.
Office assistants go on the roof very often, and you say there's it's very professional of you.
It must be an office at the scrapyard that she works at.
Well, I don't know. That the way that the parking lot's looking these days.
Well, look, my friend says that he's going to pick up that stupid car any day now. So, you know, fucking Dodge Neon garbage.
Did you say Dodge Neon?
Yeah, there's this cat who, real pretty guy, works over at the 33rd, I think, out in Manhattan. Yeah,
Narrowed eyes.
he had this real piece of shit car, and I fixed it up for him real nice.
There's
We've been trying to-
no
Pretty-
way. There is no way.
Pretty.
Are we talking about the same guy?
Whoa, what is this gentleman's name? Or at least just even one name. One name.
Charles Iga.
Oh my god.
These
Oh,
are
that's
close
his
for
name now?
eyes.
Because I thought you said that was the dude that you're trying to bone like spare ribs.
Well, in my
Oh my
spare
God.
time, but I have a certain air of professionality about
Oh my
me.
god.
Canada.
Yeah.
Wait, Billy, that means you're part of the harem too by the transitive property.
Nisha looks at Amber and says, I need a drink.
She won't pass her a shot. She just looks so happy about this development.
Wait a minute. Transitive property, high hopes and versus actual contact.
I understand.
I mean, the most we've ever gone on as far as like anything even remotely resembling a date was when he took me like skee ball to play skee ball and then like laughed for like 20 straight minutes.
Well, he likes horse-drawn carriages and walks on the beach and very, you know what? Chicken and waffles. I was about to say very fancy food, which he does like, but he also likes good homemade chicken and waffles.
His favorite pizza is anchovy and spinach. You should totally get him one. I'm serious. He loves it.
Thanks. I'll keep all that in mind. I'm sure my financier would love to pay for what was it, horse-drawn carriage rides on the beach.
See, pizza's cheap and easy to understand. You know, easy to eat, easy to get a hold of.
Or what was it? A tofu turducken?
Oh yes, I hear something like that. It was.
Oh, it's a. Oh no, I can't say that.
Tofurkin?
Sure.
What the holy F is what?
Well, ask him about it. I'm sure he'd be happy to tell you.
Tofurkey?
No, Tofurkin.
No, it's Oh, I can't say that.
It's
Sam
terrifying.
writes it.
It's
Sam
terrifying.
Sam types it out on his phone and shows Caldwell
What does it say?
to fucking.
I ain't fucking toes, thank you very much.
Wait, is that is this a sexual innuendo?
Me?
Well,
Make
no,
a sexual
see,
innuendo? What?
No, he's poking at what's his name's phone? Sam's phone.
No,
You're
you
still
see
not
that,
passing up that opportunity.
No, see that part is tofu, and this is a spoof on turducken.
Oh no,
It's
he's actually eaten it. It doesn't need to be a spoof. He's actually eaten it.
it's
Why?
it's all vegan.
Oh.
No thanks. I enjoy a good hamburger.
Well,
Does he like hamburgers?
You know, he probably does. The man will eat anything.
Well, in that case, perhaps I should choose something that isn't absolutely disgusting.
Hey, I like anchovy and spinach pizza. It's actually very tasty.
Well,
Yeah, if you like the taste of fish.
And your problem with that is what?
Fish is good.
It tastes like fish.
I thought
Fish
you
is
preferred
good.
the taste of fish, Kim.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you beat me to
man,
it.
are you fucking kidding me?
I can't believe you beat me to it.
It's like a puka ragabash duel.
I need to be more on this. I'm off my game tonight.
Make Cammy's head explode. Go!
Cammy's just gonna put an arm on Bailey's shoulder, or put a hand on Bailey's shoulder, and then she's just gonna keep squeezing and squeezing and smiling and squeezing.
I'll touch you back, she says, and she like wipes her nose.
You wouldn't dare.
She touches her face.
Proud of
You
you.
just
like a
wipe-
little boop. Not like a lingering touch, but just a boop.
Cammy's just gonna take a breath.
Does anyone here have the calm what is it? There's
No.
there's a gift that's like calm frenzy.
Oh no, I'm about to roll out.
That's a
my-
level 3 gift.
Yeah, that's an Adrian gift.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I'm about to roll out some infectious laughter. Don't worry. if her anger gets too outrageous, I may.
I'm about to look at my magic just to consider it.
Cammy doesn't have enough rage yet to frenzy.
Oh, okay, good.
How much rage does she have?
3?
And how much rage does Sam have?
4. He has
Okay,
enough.
Diff 4. Diff 4 to to make everyone laugh. So hold on.
Sort of amused at the idea of Misha trying to plant a seed of calm.
I could flicker flies everyone and make everyone chill.
I'm not actually going to do it because she doesn't realize that this is actually a problem.
Yeah, no, there would be no reason to. But like out of game.
So as Cammy starts getting all bent out of shape, yeah, she's just gonna be like, "I booped ya," and let's hope for the best here. Oof.
No.
Jesus, that's a fail. She laughs. It'll fail, but she still laughs. You gonna hit me?
No.
Good.
I'm not that kind of person. You're really making this an uncomfortable situation for me.
You were the one
Really?
squeezing my shoulder.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize I was doing that.
Really? Because it seemed a little deliberate there, Cam.
What would ever give you that impression, Bailey?
I don't know. What would give me this impression? She says as she like tugs her like the neck of her shirt to show like fingerprint marks.
Pinky.
I was afraid that I was going to fall over, and so I grabbed a hold of the closest thing I could.
Oh well.
I better get closer.
Indeed. Here you go. Why don't you have a seat? Since my dear friend needs something to latch on to.
Oh, well, it would be remiss of me not to take care of someone in my bar that's just been injured. And she's not going to climb over the bar. She's not that extra at the moment. She'll walk around the bar, but she was considering it.
And yeah, Bailey will get up from her stool and like gesture to the seat. Milady.
She'll curtsy.
She's gonna go sit by Sam and Caldwell, far, far out of Cammy's reach. And over Packlink, suck it. Talk to the girl.
Over the pack link back. Why?
Because you like her, you idiot. You have to talk to somebody if you want them to connect to you. You like the girl, talk to her.
But you're making it really hard.
That's what he said. And she's just gonna slowly stroll over to
Oh god, she's the worst. I love her.
Is there like eye contact while this is going on?
yeah, like the long linger of eye contact over like her shoulder.
Sam's gonna like take a shot in the dark and offer a low five.
She'll give the flowers.
Cammy's just gonna sit.
Sam says.
Well, oh, I missed it. What did he say?
after the low five. What happened?
I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, she'll like pull him aside to tell him what she just said, and as they continue talking, so we can develop this to an aside.
Cammy's just gonna sit down next to Amber and look at her hands in a look of just abject defeat.
Oh no, I have to talk to the cute girl.
Would you like to sit somewhere more comfortable since you were feeling a bit faint?
Yes.
She'll stand up and offer a hand. Not, of course, knowing that Cammy's in physical touch.
Cammy will take the hand.
Right, pull over to a booth where they can like sit closer. And she'll just sort of like over her shoulder, thumbs up at Misha.
Misha hadn't moved at all. She was still chilling over there with Caldwell.
She gonna be okay. That Cammy looks rather aggressive.
I mean, they're just sitting over there. We'll just keep an eye on it. Amber's pretty good at handling things.
Might have to sharpen the end of this straw.
It's too bendy to be a weapon.
Maybe if you cut it short enough.
No, that would take away the art of it.
Oh, I can just I'll just use my hand towards the the end. And
how about I just get you another straw? Like a regular size straw that you can make a straw sword with.
It wouldn't really be much of a sword, more like a puncturing weapon, to...
Well, you could use it to slice with. Like the little sharp ends on the plastic straw can be pretty bad.
Or annoying. That'd be great, yeah.
Annoying works.
Sure.
Misha's gonna go start gathering some straws and try to see what she can craft up. Because, well, I have the merit that I can do it. I can try to do it at diff 7 with my crafting skill.
So
with a +2 diff because of nightmares.
That's fine. The diff 9. I accept this.
How far away are they?
Cammy and MJ, they so if you'll imagine bars near the entrance, and then on the other side of the establishment is like the dance floor. The booths are sort of in the middle, right between the bar and the dance floor. So they're sort of like up against the wall. So depending on where you're sitting at the bar, like if you're sitting in the middle, it might be a little farther away. If you're sitting closer to the end, they'll be a little bit closer.
Well, I'm assuming since Misha's going to be gathering straws, Caldwell's going to start wrapping one end and then start shooting the other end of the plastic or the paper at them.
Even better, because you know what? I kind of figured, since I just failed 2 rolls in a row, that she kind of just keeps gathering them and for some reason gets distracted or something by taking all of by taking off the wrappers. So between the two of them, he's like, sending them off towards you.
And I feel like Vivi is
man.
looking on in abject terror because she knew how the first straw was created, and now she's like, oh no.
Oh, Vaughn.
Hmm.
If Misha's tossing them back, you can like start biting pieces off of the paper and wadding them up with your tongue in your mouth and spitting them through the straw back.
Gross.
Misha's not doing that. She's actually trying to be constructive. It's just not working very well with two failed rolls.
I'm pretty sure Caudle can make a fucking railgun out of his tongue. Like, if he wanted to with spitballs.
Dear
I'm not gonna do
God,
that.
yes. My fucking hero.
That's one use for a prehensile tongue that I hadn't thought
Guys, I got 2 successes.
of. Yay!
I'm getting some kind of a sword coming together here. We'll say it's very small at the moment, but it's long enough that, in theory, it could be like a dagger, like a plastic straw dagger at this point.
I feel like Vivi has to go over and be like, don't you have knives already?
You could never have enough knives.
Oh
This
my
isn't
god,
for
this is...
me.
Alright, never mind. Vivi just walks away like, I don't want to know. I'm too tired for this.
This is for Caldwell. He wants a plastic straw weapon. I'm making it for him.
Oh, good.
I will buy you
Better.
straws. I will buy you straws. It's fine. I will pay for these.
It's fine. This is all a bad dream. It's fine.
Who is that? Is that Vivi coming?
Yeah,
to us to do that?
that's the satyr as she's walking away.
Yes,
Caldwell
it's
will
a-
start shooting little spitball wads at her, like bullets, like shooting at somebody's feet,
I love you.
and he'll just go pew pew pew.
She's too prim and proper to respond to that with the current legacy she's in, but she's like just like, I'm not paid enough for this, as is most people in this bar.
I'm going to attempt one more roll. See if I can make it from the dagger into the sword.
I feel like you're tempting fate.
I am. No, I'm not. 3 more.
Wow.
I have a 5 success, formidable looking plastic sword.
Jesus.
Yes. Mostly made up with tape and straws that have been kind of put together, and the tape holding them there. It looks pretty good, and she is going to actually kneel in front of Caldwell with the sword in the palm of her hand, and she'll grin up at him. Your sword, sir?
He'll just stand. Yes, thank you, my humble servant.
Squire. The word is
Squire.
squire.
Excuse me, Squire.
Sam, these guys are weird.
And he'll take up the sword and kind of inspect it, and then he'll look over. You know, this reminds me of like the balloons that clowns make. And he just kind of stops, and then like he like it's like this realization comes into this face, like, and it's like shock and horror. He puts the sword back in her palms, and then like turns around and like leaves to the bathroom like really quickly.
As soon as he does that, like Sam like kind of gestures to it. No. He. Yeah. Let me start the sentence over. Sam gestures to Caldwell, in response to Bailey, not looking at him, not knowing the current state of what's happening, and saying, "This one's my favorite." And then he turns his head and sees him like leaving, and is like, "Oh."
Yeah, like Misha's still like kneeling, and with the sword back in her hands, and she's just like looking confused, like what the hell just happened there?
Yep, he just shuffles and Slua back towards the bathroom.
Shuffles and
Shuffles and Slua.
Yeah, Misha's gonna look at Sam and be like, "Are you gonna check him on him, or am I? Because that's the guy's bathroom."
I think I'm the more appropriate choice here.
Bathrooms are gender neutral because we don't believe in gender in this establishment.
Oh, so there's only one bathroom. It's just full of. It just has like several stalls or whatever.
There's still two, like one on each side, but they're gender neutral.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's how they are, because Misha would know that,
Mhm.
then she's just gonna stand up and follow. And if Sam wants to come, he can too. But she's gonna go check
Yeah, Sam's definitely gonna go.
and try to guess which bathroom he went into because she has no idea because there are two.
Yeah, I would just say whatever first one you go to, you find them in there, but the lights are off.
If it's a public bathroom with the lights off, I'm imagining pissed off
Hang
some
on.
people like, hey!
Funny enough, he can see fine, but yeah,
I have
yeah,
an
he turns the
important
lights
question.
off. Hmm.
He turned the lights off?
Yep.
Are there any occupied stalls?
Just the one he's in the back.
Yep. Sam will take the stall next to it, close it behind, and sit down.
Misha's just gonna turn the lights on like a smart person.
Sam's gonna say, "Please turn those back off."
No, Caldwell, are you okay?
Yeah, I will be. Sorry about that. Left you hanging there. I didn't mean to do that. Just anything that reminds me of those painted-faced horrors just kind of sent a real shiver down my spine.
Do you want to not talk about that right now? Although she's kind of confused by how a plastic straw sword can remind someone of painted things, but she just kind of asks, "Do you want to talk about that now?
No.
Maybe later?"
He just sticks his thumb up over the top of the stall.
Okay. I'll put the sword somewhere where you won't see it for now, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's going to go back out, get the sword, and put it in the back room where the straw was normally kept. And then go back to the table.
Sam's gonna unlock the door, turn off the lights, and go back into the stall.
Is that you, Sam? I can tell by your breathing.
You know, sometimes I have difficulty defecating with the lights on.
It seems highly suspicious.
Well, I'm a suspicious man. Can I say?
I'll be okay, you know.
Me too.
You sure you don't need like Metamucil or something?
I think I'll be all right.
Hmm.
If you look under the stall, yeah, his pants are up.
Because looking under the stall is not at all creepy.
It's a casual glance.
You don't actually see his feet on the ground, so you can probably assume that he's like sitting with like his legs like kind of like I guess
Oh.
scrunched up. So, do you really need to take a shit, or are you just in here because of me?
I don't really have to defecate.
Hmm. Well, good of you to be honest, I guess. I'll be fine. Just give me a minute.
All right. Want me to keep the lights off?
Yes.
and he does a pat on his thighs, and pushes himself to his feet, and leaves the restroom. Actually, he'll pause before he leaves, and then just wash his hands, and then leave.
And Caldwell will just sit in there for a minute. I'll come back after a brief intermission. Be right back.
Your buddy all right in there, Sammy?
Oh, he's fine. He just had to use the restroom. You know, nature calling and all that.
Oh, and he needed your help for that. I see. You
Oh
needed
no, I
hold
had to go too.
Oh, I figured you were holding the straw again.
Oh no, I only hold one straw, and that's mine.
That isn't very much of a compliment on yourself, is it?
Say, I feel a little sorry for your lady partners.
Well, if you were mean, then you were mean to Caldwell as well, and you're not a very nice person.
What?
Poor attempted humor.
Oh. I'm lost.
You confuse the raggy. Does that mean you get willpower back?
Jesus.
Meanwhile, in the booth, assuming Vinny's back.
I'm here.
All right. MJ brought over 2 glasses of water because that's who she is. And we'll be like, so, are you all right? And I don't just mean the door situation.
Just, social situations are not the best thing I'm best at, and at least out in areas with lots of people, and my friends are making it just a little bit, well, friend, because Sam hasn't really done anything, but goddamn, really is making it really hard.
Well, you can stay over here as long as you like, but didn't want to thank you for bringing them because they do seem like very fun people, but I understand wanting to, I understand the annoyance.
Just, I'm trying to come out of my shell at my own pace, and it's a little hard sometimes. But that's okay. How have you been? Clearly you've forgiven the not calling in over a month or anything like that.
Oh, well, you know me, I'm very traditional. I feel as though if, soon as anyone has any sort of tryst with anyone, they must immediately marry them, or else bring dishonor upon their family.
I don't think that's how that's ever worked.
No, I've been very bored. Definitely, don't know. I've been maybe my mattress or something, having trouble sleeping. Should probably look into that. Maybe get a white noise machine or something. You know the city.
Cameron's gonna look over at MJ and just kind of like look her over, and probably notice that the fact that her eyes are a bit sunken in.
Oh yeah.
You're not sleeping. Well, insomnia? Overworking? Stress?
Something like that. Certainly not all the other fun activities I've been doing at night. That would be a lot more fun.
a lot more fun if...
Oh, I was doing something more fun instead of sleeping, you know.
Oh. Oh. To this degree? I mean... I figure everybody's got a breaking point at some point.
I'm gonna roll a little nip sub because there was a thing that happened, and Amber probably has a little wince at that. But I'm up an extra 2 because nightmares are great. So let's see what happens. What's 6 plus 2? 8. Okay. she just kind of will look at her drink at that and just sort of nod and be like, "It's yeah, you're right."
Oh, I don't know who the defender would be here. So I'm just going to go with... Tammy just kind of shrugs and nods her head. I don't know if you sleep any better with or without company, but my place is about as easygoing as it can get, even when Bailey's around.
That's very kind of you. I don't know if you'd let's say that when I do sleep, it's not the most pleasant experience. I don't know if you'd want to deal with that.
She just kind of looks MJ in the eye, just kind of smiles. I mean, isn't that kind of how this whole... And she kind of does like the back and forth double hand, sort of like, Isn't that how this is supposed to work, Somebody's at their kind of down on their chips, other person steps in.
There's this like really almost like relieved smile, strangely. Yeah, that's sometimes how this works. I really appreciate it.
Cammy just kind of smiles. And looks down at her hands again because she's still nervous and not exactly sure what to say.
I do have a pretty early morning tomorrow, so tonight's probably wouldn't be the night. But could we say I don't know what your hours are like, so if a Friday would be best.
I make my own hours, remember? I'm in charge of my own company.
Ah, yes. So as long as you could convince your office assistant of these hours, if not tonight, then tomorrow night.
Cammy just looks up with a smile and nods. Definitely.
Just like real satisfied, like almost like MJ's usually like really flirtatious, but now it's almost like high school with a crush that just like asked out her girlfriend and is like, hey.
And yeah, Cammy goes back to looking at her hands. So, she reaches down into her bag and pulls out a Twinkie. Twinkie?
How long has that been in there?
Oh, I usually go out and buy a box at the bodega just about every other day now.
Oh, well, in that case. We'll accept half if that's what she's offering.
She's offering the whole thing. She like literally pulls out another one and unwraps it.
Oh, okay, awesome. Then yeah, absolutely. It's sugar.
Almost pure sugar.
Yep. Which actually might not be the best since just like getting full night's sleep tonight, but she's still like trying to stay awake for these couple more hours.
And as she unwraps her Twinkie, she just kind of leans in and whispers, "I really like the poolside picture, by the way.
Well, I certainly didn't mind yours either. I have a very good photographer friend. There might be more where that came from.
Oh. Well, I can assure you that if they happen to make their way to my phone, they are nigh unhackable, so you don't have to worry about them getting onto Twitter and ruining your public image.
Oh yes, I would hate if some unprofessional photo of me were on the internet.
Meanwhile, over the pack link, there's just a decided relaxation that kind of comes as Cammy finally eases out of a lot of the tension.
Or worse still, compromising videos.
Laughs and Carol.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any on those on my phone yet, so maybe have to do something about that.
Oh, I wouldn't want to send you anything distracting while you were working.
She just kind of literally looks over her shoulder and gestures broadly with her arm at Bailey.
You know, that's a fair point. I wasn't aware who you were working with.
Sometimes I'm not even aware.
Raises her brows and says, I make my own hours.
There is someone who I'd like you to meet on a serious note. He is surprised he's not around here. He's usually one of my regulars, but yeah, I think you two need to meet. I've told him about you, and I feel like I should be telling you about him in return. He's someone who I care very much about, and I feel like since you are two people that I care very much about, it's important for you to meet each other.
Okay, what's his name?
We call him Bill.
Bill.
Although when you first meet him, you might go by William just to be a little bit. He's very professional that way, but.
And then Cammy puts an entire mist of water all over the tabletop.
Oh goodness.
Will, as in tall, long hair, kind of a piratey look to him.
I don't see that description fitting him at all. That sounds correct.
Isn't it a small world?
Oh.
Have you already met? That would make my job a whole lot easier then.
Very much in passing. When I had a different roommate.
No.
Oh, this is...
Your roommate wasn't Mimi, was it?
She moved out recently, but yeah.
I heard. I was, well, this does make my job a whole lot easier.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure how to process right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat my Twinkie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, surprise you. I wasn't aware that Mimi was your roommate, or that you even knew her.
8.3 million people in the city, and the two, yeah, it's not your fault. It's just, I should go get a lottery ticket.
If it makes you uncomfortable, we can talk about that as well. Perhaps in a more calming environment, less. How would I describe this place? Less sensory overloady.
Sam leans over to Cammy and whispers, 8.55 million.
He just walks by.
Thank you, Sam. Don't know what I'd do without you, buddy. Oh yeah, if it's an important conversation that you'd like to have, I will make time for it.
I've got to try a perception empathy roll, even though I'm at a +2 difficulty, because, like, I gotta know if Cammy's suddenly like, oh, nope, not doing this anymore, or if she's just, like, startled. So 7. Damn it. No idea.
She is
Stupid nightmares.
She is nigh unreadable.
She's a little bit blurry, too. Well, I understand if that, changes any sort of plans that we just made. I probably should have brought that up earlier.
No. Just you advised me of that early on. I just wasn't expecting that lawn dart to hit so close to my foot.
Oh, well, it's such is life, apparently.
Well, there are worse things, I guess. And and all that, but not gonna let it sour anything, because and she does the double hand thing again. This is pretty good as far as I'm concerned, so I'll make it work.
It's not, I don't expect you to, I guess, make it work if it makes you uncomfortable. That's the important thing that I think I want to get across to you. I don't know what sort of impression William made, but I hope it was a good one, because he can be a little much, but he's very kind.
He made the bed when he left, which is a lot more than Mimi ever did.
That sounds like him.
So that's nice. It's not so much an issue of comfort, because just about everything makes me uncomfortable, socially wise. So.
All right. Well, in that case, we will can meet somewhere again less sensory overloady, somewhere comfortable. If you have a place that you're familiar with, I don't know if you want us to be to come to your place, or if you have another, coffee shop or somewhere cozy like that you're more familiar with, that you'd be more comfortable talking to us at. Anything like that. Whatever makes you, whatever's going to put you at the most ease.
There's a nice little cyber cafe not too far from where I live. I think that would be a great place.
Sounds perfect. She'll just sort of like take a napkin off the little dispenser and start just sort of patting down the table, almost absentmindedly.
And once she's got helped clean it up, and there's just this nice big wad of wet paper or wet napkins, she'll grab them up and kind of like gesture back over to the bar. Maybe we can go back first.
And MJ, with her horrible aim, is going to take the ball of wet napkins and toss them at Caldwell, because he has been shooting them with spitballs this entire time. Or not shooting them. I don't know if it was spitballs, but it was the straw wrappers, right?
Caldwell was in the bathroom, but he actually steps out now.
Oh, well, then who was shooting the straw wrappers?
It was Caldwell.
Okay.
It just stopped after a minute.
Got it.
And he comes back and he just kind of slinks quietly into a chair.
Then I guess if it wasn't going on that whole time, I don't need to throw this entire thing at him. There's the urge, but she's not going to do that.
I mean, you could do it if you want.
Not about to ruin the moment.
Fair enough.
And yeah,
But
she'll
yeah.
nod and they can move back to the bar.
Bailey, how's it going over here?
Oh, fair to middling. Pretty much finished with my beer here.
Sure, you'll buy another one, right?
I see no reason to be a lush. Don't want to seem too lax with my overwhelming funditure.
Being frugal, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah,
Would you
you
like a
know.
beer? Would you like another one?
Are you offering to buy me one?
I wouldn't
Tall,
have.
pale, and mildly attractive.
He kind of turtles a little bit when you say that.
Aw.
Almost like you broke, and also kind of gives you like a face like you broke glass.
Oh,
Um, and he just nods slowly. Yeah, sure.
what was that look for, hun? I wasn't like.
I just me compliments. They just don't get along.
Oh, my mistake. I suppose I should ask people ahead of time if they are comfortable with your observations. You are not the hardest person to look at.
Hmm. Um. Yeah, he just kind of like imagines what he looks like, on the other side, but he just kind of waves like his fingers to Vivi and just orders her whatever she had before, probably something a little bit more
A
higher
craft
end.
beer.
A
Yeah,
light beer on tap this time instead of a bottle.
yeah.
Or a craft beer of some sort.
Yeah.
Fancy. Honestly, if it's anything other than Schlitz or something, she would probably respond the same. Like, ooh, fancy.
It would be a travesty for you to leave and not have the best of Vixen.
Looks like my friend over there is getting the best of Vixen.
Yeah, maybe.
So, what's your story? You sell tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I craft a bunch of different loose leaf teas. I have pre-made menu, and I've also have a bunch of special requests for certain people that I take pride in making. Finger foods here and there, though I usually just end up buying those because I am not good at making food. But yeah, recent I'm a new member of or citizen of New York. I've been here about 2 months, 3 months. I came from across the pond.
Ah, that's where the accent's from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm from Jersey. Not so much across the pond as across the Lincoln Tunnel.
Though some people I've heard usually relates Jersey to hell.
Eh. She has this kind of like look on her face. Yeah, Jersey sucked, but now I'm here and living the high life, I suppose.
As a scrapper and a secretary assistant.
Yeah, I don't know what that shit's all about, honey, but yeah, I like working with recycled materials when I feel so artistically inclined or mechanically inclined or really any kind of inclination.
Huh.
She sips at her beer.
Well, maybe I can offer you something to maybe help you bring in some more income. Admittedly, I have a tendency to like rather strange and interesting pieces like toys, paintings, or whatever you might have come across that might be forgotten. So if you bring me something and I like it, I'll be more than willing to pay you for it.
Well, I mean, I can make you stuff out of recycled scrap metal if you feel so interested. Are you looking more for like antiques?
I like antiques as well.
I recently made a distillery. You like moonshine?
I don't drink,
Fair
so
enough.
I would have to I would pass on that. Like more like discarded dolls, like their heads missing or a leg or stuff like that. Um, not complete puzzles, stuff.
That really sounds like some Rob Zombie kind of stuff.
Rob
Well,
Zombie.
I mean, there's somebody who likes something everywhere, right? She like sips her beer and like tries her best to like hide that like weirdness in her face.
It's just another way of recycling.
I mean, there's recycling, and then there's
House of a
there's.
Thousand Corpses, Captain Spaulding.
Well, I was going to say more along the lines of hoarding.
Yeah, I do hoard. Yes, I would say that.
Oh,
And I do carry. If I could get it with carrying corpses, I would. I think.
What?
Now, Caldwell, didn't we talk about this? You should really keep that to yourself.
Amber puts her head down on the bar, just like, this is hopeless.
I think Tammy's gonna P&E that.
Yeah, Misha's
Really?
trying to play that off.
Oh yeah, if you guys ever want to P&E changelings, now is the time because we're at a +2 diff.
Carl's
may as well.
Carl's at a diff 10. You could
Oh
just.
yeah.
Is he being serious?
But
You should roll just in case you get all 10s.
I'm gonna roll
or all ones.
Yeah, exactly. See how fun this is.
1 success.
You know what? Yeah, he's serious. Like, yeah, he's serious. But there's a real playful tinge to it. Like,
What would you do with that corpse there, Mr. Caldwell?
probably turn it into a sconce or something.
A sconce.
True recycling.
Over the pack link, there's just danger, Bailey Bean, danger, Bailey Bean.
What the fuck? Going back over the pack link. What pray tell is a scones, Cammy?
I don't know, but it sounds really bad.
Especially if it's made out of a
using a
corpse.
corpse. It's bad.
I also have this really nice lamp that's made out of. It has like a shade made from a skull. Like that's really cool.
Like a human skull or like a chimpanzee?
A human skull. I think it's fake though, but.
As long as it isn't like made out of human skin, lampshades or nothing.
I don't suppose you know who Ed Gein is, Caldwell, do you?
No.
Ah. I think you two of you would get along really well.
Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine.
The quivering in your voice doesn't sound like you're fine.
Not to mention the interesting shade of your skin at the moment.
And Carlos seems to have like the biggest smile on his face that he's had probably since anybody's seen him.
Misha's just playing along and kind of like staring at Cammy, who I'm imagining is probably some sort of interesting shade of, I don't know, red or pale, one or the other.
As pale as she can be.
Yeah.
I apologize, Cammy. I've probably made your friend unsettled here.
I think maybe you need more beef in your diet. Some more red meat.
I mean, holy crap. What exactly is a scones? She finally says out loud.
It's like a light fixture.
You made-
A light fixture out of a
Like a light, like a chandelier, or are we talking more along the lines of like
Over
you
the
just wanna
back,
have a
like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
professional curiosity?
I have good news for you, Cammy. Remember how I said William was a little much? He's not this. This is a little much. She's just pointedly looking at Caldwell, being like, my goodness, dude.
Like,
Like, I know you're a slua, but
you actually acknowledge that William can be too much?
William is pretty scary.
Oh, he's not scary. He's just
I've
way
heard.
too much.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard him yell across. Yeah, and he just kind of trails off.
I mean, I'm never the one to stop him whenever he gets too much. Ever. I'm never the one to tell him that he's wrong whenever he says something that's very wrong.
Oh yeah, me neither. I'm never the one, but he also always listens to me.
Is
That's
this
true.
the guy that Nemi was dating, William, or is this just like a general?
Apparently, yes.
Fucking small ass world. Are there
know,
only
right?
like 4 like men in this town for which we all must rotate? You've gone on moonlit beach rides with my what do you call him, Cammy? I teach him how to drive and think his head.
Charles, you
Yeah, my Charles. I'm sure he'd really dig me calling him that.
I feel like it's less there are only so few men, it's that I have all of them.
Ah, so you're the greedy sort. Very
except,
well.
You can say
except
that.
one. I mean,
Oh, true, except one, the one that Misha has.
yeah, that one's mine.
Which means that he's also technically part of the harem by the transitive property.
Do you have all the women
Apparently.
as well?
I hope so. If there are any others, I need to collect them.
I mean, I fall into the harem, but yeah, that's
Like, I'm gonna have to go celibate to stay outside of it, it seems. Which seems like a real goddamn shame. Wait a minute, Sammy, you don't have Sammy.
Not yet.
Hey, Sammy boy.
Tammy's just gonna look directly at Sammy and just be like the most pleading look, like she will literally transfer everything in her bank account.
Sam is like mid sip when he like turns his head with his brows raised.
Somebody wants you to join this special club.
Oh, that's okay.
the harem.
You can join my transitive property, so I'm sure if there's any more straw holding.
Well, I mean, and she'll kind of look at Caldwell. Are you part of the harem?
He is not.
He slowly just like opens his eyes like real wide and just kind of like it's like this is fine, like this is on fire, like just ignore me. But he just is like no, I'm not.
Well, then that doesn't. Then if in that case, if Sam was holding his straw, that really doesn't bring him into the harem.
Well, that just means that MJ here needs to tap one of these untapped resources.
That's very true. Although I haven't had very much luck with Nathaniel, and Nathaniel and Caldwell here are kindred spirits. I don't think. I mean, I absolutely try, but I don't see my prospects going so well.
Who's Nathaniel?
Another man you haven't met.
Another friend.
Sam actually kind of furrows his brows a bit.
Well,
The
that's
mention of
because Nathaniel already has somebody he's tapping.
Does he? Who?
You're right.
Who's he with?
He mentioned it at the beach party.
Who's gonna bring her here? I remember this now. Yes.
Misha just looks confused. Who is it?
He never mentioned.
Well, I know he liked somebody. Oh, well, see, Misha was not at any of the places. Like, she was always away from the scene when he mentioned it.
Oh.
You know, like, she was in the same scenes, and he said it to everybody but her.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. She's like, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he liked somebody. Maybe it's her. Nicest person in the world, if it's her.
Yeah, who is it?
It was some girl named Ava.
Hmm. I'll have to talk to him about that. As far as me goes, I mean, MJ, you are rather interesting.
Thank you. I try.
Wouldn't actually mind per se, but he
Oh,
just,
you wouldn't mind. How lovely. What a way to make a girl feel special.
He will make love to you beneath the corpse scones.
No, I'll make sure to turn off the lights.
Oh, right. I forgot. His whole darkness thing.
What?
He's a very dark person.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna have a corpse scones, you may as well have it turned on. Otherwise, why have the corpse scones?
Well, you can always put a black light in it.
Sam suddenly feels slightly less comfortable having shared darkness with Caldwell.
I will admit though, I don't have experience in such things, so yeah. And he kind of does that thing where like he taps his two forefingers together and just kind of like again turtles as he kind of admits that.
Is he an actual untapped resource?
Would you like to be? She says straight back to Caldwell.
It would be good to get it out of the way, I think.
Get it out of... That's just generally... I feel like if you're saying that, maybe it's just not the thing for you.
I mean, yes, I would like to try.
Sam puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Do it for science."
Good Lord, Sam.
For science.
Jesus.
Is this...
I need
Is
another
this how you
drink.
handle all of your intimate situations? Just like, and I guess dibs.
I mean, generally, there's a little more alcohol involved.
But I mean,
Working on it. Definitely working on it.
there's
Yeah,
something to be
He's
said.
just gonna go down and come back with 2 shots, and slide one in front of Caldwell.
I'm just saying. Usually, there should be a certain amount of affection involved, or at least a little bit of whining and dining, not just like I guess I should do it.
Oh, trust me, I agree. I believe women or your interest should be courted and write poetry for them and take them out and such. Trust me, I want all that, but I mean, I don't know if Cammy would appreciate me trying to court MJ.
I mean, there are other women than MJ. I mean, no offense to you, Miss.
Are you sure there are other women?
I know that you are collecting as many as you possibly can to partner off with your harem so they don't get bored, is what I'm assuming.
Well, we do need to pay rent. It is very expensive here, so as many people as possible, sharing the rent makes it a lot less taxing on all the members.
Also, if you all like share the cost on a really big bed, that's helpful.
Right.
All the more reason why I should never belong to your harem, honey. Cammy here does not pay well.
I consider it more of a performance review kind of thing.
Oh, you've only seen part of my performance.
Yeah, well, you apparently were trying to show your performance off to Charles, and she goes, "Well, that's one of those like."
Sam,
It's not like I was fucking strip teasing for him. He's really pretty. I can appreciate the aesthetics of a good-looking individual, and the man knows Pablo Neruda poetry by heart.
Oh, honey, look beyond that. Trust me, look beyond that.
I mean, I don't understand what you have against the individual. He's poetic. He's gone out and fed homeless people with me. I've taken him to learn how to drive, and we've had some interesting discussions about life and. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just
Perhaps it's a different Charles Ega. It is 8 million. How many again was it, Sam?
Misha is going to go onto Instagram And she's going to pull up the pictures of Amber and Charles kissing.
No, there wasn't a kiss
Oh,
on
okay.
Instagram. The
Oh,
one that was on
there's a
Instagram
horse. There's
was
a
in
horse.
front of the horse that has a hat.
Fine, that then. She will pull that picture up and she'll be like, this guy?
Yeah, that's the one. He's less pretty in this one.
Oh, and it's 8.55 million.
Thank you, Sam.
Right. So look beyond the looks. That's all I'm going to say. Your life, do what you want, but look beyond the looks.
I mean, his looks are phenomenal, but I do feel as though I've listed some of his finer qualities.
You need way more drinks.
I think perhaps you should either tell me what you don't like about the guy, or
I think what Misha's trying to say is you need to be careful of the teeth.
Misha's either got nowhere near me.
She has not actually started drinking the shot she got for herself. She's going to push it over to her.
To who, Bailey?
Yes.
She'll take a sip. She's like completely lost as to why anybody is like talking trash about him. He seems like a perfectly lovely guy. I mean,
I'm not
actually, at the mention of be careful of the teeth, like Sam kind of smiles a little that someone else is telling a guard to be careful.
Be careful of the teeth.
When you say, that about the teeth, Caldwell just brushes his tongue over his gums and wishes he had teeth.
Aww,
poor Caldwell.
Poor Slua.
Yeah.
Poor teeth.
Well, now that we got that out of the way, ordering people on whether or not they're currently in my harem. There are two kinds of people in this city.
People in and people out. Ugh. This place is killing me. I'm going to go start organizing things at Paul, okay? As she looks to the two who are invited to come by later.
Do you need assistance?
If there's something left when you come by, I will make sure that you get to help.
Fair enough.
Interesting question. Is Caldwell scared of Paul because of his phobia?
No.
Okay, because he's less, I guess, clown, more
wait,
terrifying.
Is that a clown?
It's a devil. It's like a devil.
Oh, okay, no. Yeah, sorry about that. No, he's not exactly afraid of Paul, no.
Cool.
Yeah, but she did mention Paul in front of everybody, but she obviously didn't explain it, and she'll just be like, "It was nice meeting and seeing all of you again." And she will go up and pay her tab, and start to head out the door.
I still don't see what she has against Mr. Iga.
I don't know either.
Charles is a very eclectic person. Sometimes, you know how people's personalities just are just a little off and they just don't quite match up, you know?
He's a little on the odd side, at least from what I can remember.
I mean, he laughs a lot.
I can see. I don't think he ever laughed that night. Arcade.
Yeah. We were playing skee ball and he like handed me a bunch of fucking tickets. And I don't know what the hell was going on. All of a sudden he's like, that bitch, and then just laughed for like a solid 20 minutes. I swear.
And that's not just a little bit, I don't know. You could see how that could be unsettling for some people.
Honey, when you've seen what I've seen out of men, somebody who laughs at their own joke a little too long ain't nothing. He didn't raise a hand to strike me.
Cammy just kind of really gently takes Bailey's hand
What have you seen?
and squeezes it.
Well, that's definitely something that Charles would not do. He's not in any way a physical person.
Caldwell slides over that shot that Misha gave him that he didn't drink and gives it to Bailey.
She just shrugs and she'll Take that shot as well. I probably need to roll my stamina now. Hold on. Because Bailey had higher stamina than Maxine did.
Wait, does she have resist toxin?
Nope,
Oh.
not yet.
Oh.
Okay, she's fine. And she'll take that shot. Just when I was younger, I tended to date a lot of individuals who were taking advantage of a certain situation I was in as well.
How unfortunate. You don't seem like somebody that deserves that.
Well, I'd like to think I'm not the kind of person who deserves what I got, but I got what I got.
Cammy bristles a little bit at that, and she just looks at Caldwell. Nobody deserves that.
Well, that's what I mean. Did I offend?
I'm not offended. Cammy, I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it. It's he doesn't know my story, and even if he did, he doesn't really know me all that well. For all he knows, I could have deserved every single one of those kicks.
Yeah, what she said. Do you need a drink? I'll buy you a drink.
She holds up the bottle of tequila that she snatched up from behind the bar.
They always go for the tequila. Whenever anyone goes over the bar to snatch something, it's always the tequila.
Because you actually keep top shelf tequila and not anything that masquerades as top shelf.
Perhaps I should change that and people will stop reaching over the bar to grab it.
Either that or you need to start smacking people who grab shit from behind the bar.
I don't do it when the ones that grab the thing look this pretty.
Oh well. I mean, don't smack Cammy. She'd be very hurt. She's a sensitive soul.
Well, as you were saying, though, that I don't know you very well, I do want to give you a formal invitation to my tea shop. I would like to get to know you more, maybe even hear your story if you give me time to, maybe build trust with you. I want to do such a thing for people. It just seems to be a thing of mine.
I don't know if I can afford any fancy tea, but I mean, I can sip water with you or something.
I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
You're not gonna turn me into a scones or nothing, right?
I can't Yeah, I promise I won't.
I was about to be like, dude.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Well, sure. I'll come by sometime, and we can discuss furniture that isn't made out of human remains.
I'll have to show you my collection.
Of furniture or human remains?
Both, maybe?
Over the pack leg. Danger, Ballantine! Danger!
I got this.
No, I don't think you do!
Cammy's been to my shop. She has seen it.
To be fair, I didn't know as much now as I knew then.
I will assure you what you saw was what I have. I have been pulling your chain this whole time. Or have I? Well.
Human scones.
Why does everyone enjoy doing this to me?
Scones really would tie the room together.
Is it because you look cute when you're flustered?
She'll look over at MJ, but you don't. I look cute.
He just kind of will smugly sip the water that she has.
Kim just kind of does that little, head bob and a smile, just kind of like, oh.
You are rather attractive, yes.
Thank you.
See, there you go. You'll have a harem of your own before the end of the night.
No.
Pass the Purell.
I'd imagine that would burn at some point.
I don't mean to use it as lube, Camille. For God's sake.
It's a visible shiver. Like a visible, like, ugh.
She's just like, Jesus Christ, Cammy. Become more worldly before you get an infection. God.
Just one.
What's worse? The idea of hand sanitizer
Or
with
just
Szechuan
one
sauce.
I was thinking about how we're the only ones that know, but different characters.
I know.
Or flashbacks.
All right, back in character.
Get that image out of your mind.
I know, right?
That's a different life.
It's just both of my characters are now at this moment of just like, don't.
I like to think that I am very well traveled, Bailey.
You made it seem like
From what I understand, you have a single destination.
Oh, you meant it in a different way. Okay.
I meant in a sexual way, Camille.
What? Why am I suddenly being called Camille now?
I don't know. It seemed to fit the moment. Cammy.
Sam, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What?
Would you like to join the harem? No.
No. I mean, yes, but no. So you said you were very good at giving nicknames. I thought about asking you early in the night if you'd be willing to give me a nickname, because now I'm curious. I want to know exactly how good you are at giving nicknames. It's fine if you don't, but now that you've had some chance to get to know me, we've had very interesting discussions.
Well, you're the collector.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. I sound like some villain from a sci-fi movie.
I'm much more comfortable with her being the collector than this guy. She tilts her head to Caldwell.
Caldwell's lips go straight. He seems a little upset at that.
I meant it as the body and the scones.
He kind of just leans forward on the bar, puts his hand in his head, or takes his side of his head, and leans on the bar and just kind of starts drawing circles with his finger, with his other hand.
Is impressed in Slua.
She'll give him a friendly pat on the head. I didn't mean anything by it, guy. It's all right. You're still, like I said, you're attractive. What did I do?
Just don't kill me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have tea with you. It'll be absolutely phenomenal.
Sure.
I've got a nickname for him.
What's that?
Captain Spaulding. Or Otis Firefly, whichever one you prefer.
What is that from?
That's from a book of terrible nicknames that someone had difficulty writing.
Actually, technically, they're from a out of character. I keep fucking it up because I keep mistaking him with Charlie Chaplin. It's actually from Groucho Marx. From way back in the day. Characters that were part of his whole, part of the Marx Brothers Productions.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe if you add a little more grease paint.
Cam was just gonna kind of look at Bailey with a raised brow, like, you knew what I was talking about.
Poor people. We watch poor shit. If it's on PBS or daytime TV, that's where we saw it.
Hmm.
And then she hearing PBS and daytime TV, her face kind of goes like, oh.
Yeah. My friend here forgets that I was not brought up in an opulent lifestyle.
And yet I have unlimited streaming services in the world which are at your disposal, and yet you still decide to be an uncultured hockey puck.
I can recognize Pablo Neruda poems when recited out loud in public. What can you do, Cammy, with
She's
your
going.
Netflix and chill?
She just looks over at MJ and
Who has her
smiles.
mouth open to say something but then closes it.
Congratulations on your achievement there.
Don't
I'm
you
not-
fucking downplay that at all.
I mean, nah, she's very selective in who she sleeps with. I mean, she is collecting every woman and man.
Cammy looks at Bailey with kind of a genuinely sort of hurt look.
Insinuating that I am uncultured because I refuse to watch TV is also very hurtful. It's hard growing up trying not to be stupid when you don't exactly have all the niceties of proper living. I worked hard to understand what I understand. Thank you very much, Cammy.
It's okay. I never grew up watching much on the television myself. I was much more into books.
Yeah. TV.
Sam gives a single hard nod at that.
All I'm saying is it's real easy to look at somebody who can't understand all the pop culture references and perhaps thumb your nose. I met a lot of those people growing up. If you want to talk to me like them, I can dish it right back. I pay attention sometimes.
Cammy's gonna look back down at her hands.
And it looks like she's busying herself with cleaning the bar. She's picked up a bar rag when this conversation turned personal, and she looks like she's almost turned slightly around to give them privacy.
Mm-hmm. She looks at Cammy. She's like, "You want to go talk in the back?"
As long as it's not in the same place as that door.
As long as no. Let's have a moment aside, friend to friend.
She'll nod.
She'll lead her like just like off away from the crowd for a moment. Look, you hit a soft spot, and I tend to hit below the belt when people try to dismiss my my smarts. You know, I shouldn't have, but you shouldn't have. So maybe we just both don't hit each other there no more.
She'll nod.
She seems like a real nice girl, Cammy. I'm sure she's she's playing up a lot of that stuff. She doesn't really seem like she's exactly hooking us something. She's real friendly, and people seem to really like it. And who the fuck am I to judge how somebody spreads their affection? It's much better than some of the shit we see people spreading around, right?
Cammy again nods.
She makes you happy,
Cammy again nods.
and it doesn't fucking matter who the fuck she fucks. It just matters that you enjoy a company. All the other stuff is just sprinkles. You knock that shit off the ice cream cone and you enjoy it. All right?
Oh.
Because Bailey doesn't like sprinkles.
Can I roll to hear this?
Yeah, I guess so. Those heightened senses.
Which means that you're at normal difficulty
Mhm.
rather than increased difficulty. The Nightmare's Flaw is just not worth it.
Not worth it.
While this is oh, there we go. I am plugged in. While this aside is happening, Sam is being insufferable at the counter. It says, "Oh well, I enjoy books very much, but specifically the old ones, because the new ones actually can be printed on a lot of shitty books that actually get, or no, he wouldn't say shitty, on a lot of books that aren't very good, and those tend to get over published as the decline of books has been a thing since the invention of the Kindle, and deforestation is a very serious issue, and overprinting with all of this paper in mind is a real terrible thing. So a good fine old book is just, it's got history to it, right? It's got worn pages, and the smell of an old book is just, it's a certain kind of rapture. But no, books are quite excellent. Hold knowledge that the internet might not even, believe it or not, just rambles on.
Yeah, I totally agree. I definitely like my books tethered to the book rack by a chain.
Oh, I've not been to one of those.
Literature S&M there.
You want it darker.
I can chain with. Never mind. I'll stop.
50 Shades chained.
50 Shades of Caldwell.
They're all the shades of black.
Call me Mr. T-Man.
But I guess what, diff 6, so 3 successes?
Yeah,
Or-
so yeah, you would have heard like the conversation.
Okay.
Like, she doesn't like being insulted about her intelligence. She knows she hit her below the belt, and she's apologizing. Yeah, but I'm sorry, Cammy. You're my dear friend, and I shouldn't. We shouldn't take frustrations out on each other.
Well, with Amy gone, you're my only friend at this point.
Ah, come on. You got the redhead at the bar.
Sam dies a little inside.
You got me too. You got me too.
She's terrified of fucking cats. Oh, well.
Caldwell should relay that apparently Cammy and Sam aren't friends.
Oh.
No.
Play at the
Look internally.
I can't.
Looks, Neems did what she had to do. But wherever she is, she's still your friend.
She snorts.
It's the way of life. We come, we go, we move. And she still cares about you. She just cares about you elsewhere. Anyways, don't delve into this pity pit of yours, or I'll have to ragabash you out.
Ragabash.
Does he actually say that out loud?
Does he actually say that out loud?
No. Sorry. I was thinking to myself like, oh wait, hey.
um,
Sam would like spit and pee a little.
Alright. Oh no, we have to kill your friend. No, I'm kidding. But I know how tired that makes you feel.
Sorry, just in a weird place.
Hey, in a bar.
Thank you.
Look, after a rough night, Sammy and we found this really cool ice cream joint. I can show you where it is, and you can get yourself some ice cream. I blew my wad on my can of Schlitz earlier.
I told you I was gonna buy tonight.
I don't like taking advantage of you like that, you know?
You're not taking advantage when I fucking offer.
I don't want you to feel like you have to buy my friendship, is all.
I thought that you wouldn't.
Look, honey, when it's important, I'll step aside and let you pick up the tab. But if it's the frivolous stuff, I'm fine. I've lived this long as a poor as a poor sack of shit. I can handle it a little longer, you know.
Calbo sniffs. Real sad.
Come on, you don't want to leave your lady friend there waiting. I think we made things weird for her, bringing the pack business into the open or whatever.
Yeah.
We good?
She's just gonna wrap her arms around Bailey, like, and just kind of whispers, "We're never not good."
All right. And I'll try and lay off you for the rest of the night. But
Thank you.
you know, maybe you should go lay on her.
I-
She puts up her hands. Last one.
She just shakes her head and throws her arms up, like,
I should just stop talking. She says, and she just like makes her way back to the bar. I think we got things situated, folks.
yeah.
Amber looks like she's been making a drink, which she quickly puts aside, and sort of returns with a smile and is like, "I'm glad."
And that's why I'm quite fond of the Kindle, really.
Oh God, another one of these.
I will have to say I disagree to that point. I do love the feeling of, the page and the smell of it.
Nothing beats a good library. I mean, you go in, you get a couple of books, you have a time limit, so you're forced to read them. You take them back, you get a nice walk back to the library. Fucking Kindles, man. They're killing the experience of reading. This guy's
Of course.
trash culture.
You missed a very vital and important part of what I'm saying. I would gladly start over if you don't mind.
It's okay. I took notes. You can read them.
Thanks. I'll pick them up after class.
Nothing wrong with a Kindle and having a whole shelf of shelf porn.
Did you just say a porn?
Shelf porn? You don't know what that is?
I always figured the internet was where you get your porn and your shelves are where you keep your proper books. But I mean, hey, you want to do things backwards.
Okay, shelf porn, just so we're all clear, is not actual pornography. It is the fact that your bookshelf looks really good with a whole lot of books on it, especially when they're matching volumes or they go in a certain order, or well, really just anything in general that makes a bookshelf look great.
Sam gives a few casual nods and says, "Sure."
Or, you know,
But-
you could just read books and read them and not buy them as some sort of weird aesthetic.
Well, I like having both. I quite enjoy the Kindle.
I'm glad we got that all settled.
I mean,
This scene brought to you by Schlitz and Kindle.
Yeah, I figure if we mentioned it enough times, we might be able to get some promotional ones.
I don't think that's how this works, but okay.
Yeah, I want a free Kindle. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
I don't want any Schlitz though.
No Schlitz.
So, these two lovely individuals both love their Kindles. When's the last time you actually fucking read something, guys?
Have you not seen the tech manuals that I've got?
Oh my god. Again,
There's
the
actually been
fucking tech manuals.
There's a book that I did try to get my hands on for a while.
And what, you couldn't download it? Your bandwidth wasn't handling it, or what?
It was a very old book.
Tech manuals.
Yeah, I like poetry myself. My favorite is Pablo Neruda. Like, you can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Green was the silence, wet was the light. The month of June trembled like a butterfly, as if you were on fire from within. The moon lives in the lining of your skin. That's some beautiful stuff. And you can't, you lose something when you're sitting there staring at a screen and just swiping left or right or whatever through the poetry instead of, really experiencing the pages in your hand.
Yeah, but there are certain things you can't get anywhere else.
It sounds like you can't get everything you want on the Kindle either. She points to Sam.
No, it's true. If I may actually refer back to about 20 minutes ago in my conversation.
Oh yes, section 3, chapter 5.
Is older books that are out of print. I have quite a fondness for, but newer books in print can actually be overprinted and be a source of paper waste and fuel the current, pardon my terminology, but dumpster fire that is overforestation. Overlogging. I forget out of character what it's called.
Deforestation.
There we go, yeah.
And so the billions upon billions of electronic devices that are made every year and then subsequently abandoned for the latest and greatest of the newer electronic devices.
I love you as well.
Just saying, honey.
There is no ethical consumption under capitalism. We all know this.
Well, the nice thing about a Kindle is it's actually made accessible to a lot of people what normally wouldn't be accessible.
So when did you buy a Kindle?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, which one?
The one you're using right now. And you say which one. How many do you need?
Yeah, Sam kind of face palms at that. Score one. Score one, Bonars. Score one.
I mean, I buy a new one every time that there's like a major...
Secondhand. On face.
And does this help you read faster, Cammy?
Well, it just has more features than the last one.
Face.
Thanks.
Bar.
Features. Like books. Books is not a good enough feature for you?
I mean, fine. It's just, fond of my tech stuff. You know this.
Well, I understand that you're fond of your tech stuff, but you're not, loyal to your tech stuff. It's not like, this is my Kindle. I bought it when it first came out because I was so enraptured by the idea of having so many books at my fingertips that I just kept it by me always. It's, This is my newest Kindle that I bought because it has the latest tech updates. Tech updates that aren't necessarily anything that improves books, but, you know, Candy Crush when I'm tired of reading.
Don't play Candy Crush.
It was
Empty hands. Bar.
How many Kindles do you got?
Well, at the apartment,
Do you
Three?
have like a storage?
Sam like uses his hands on the bar to prop, like to push his face into the air and inhale wide-eyed.
There's this old proverb that I heard this one time, that something about what you should do when you're in a hole. I forget how the rest goes. I think it's that you need to keep digging so that you get to the other side of the earth.
Sam, unblinking, looks directly at MJ.
I feel like I've made my point here, though.
This
It's
is
not
exactly why I don't buy any new tech myself.
You're a
Perfectly
man
happy
after my
with-
own heart, Mr. Caldwell.
Please, just Caldwell.
Ah, fine then, just Caldwell.
I mean, you could. Never mind.
So is it like Cher or something? You just go by the one name?
Yes, there you go.
Fair enough. But yeah, books. They never run out of batteries.
true, but I can't carry 6 books with me on a train or on a bus or on a
You
plane.
need to read 6
There is
books on a
this-
page or on a train.
Nobody can read 6 books at once. And have you ever heard of this lovely little device called a backpack, Cammy?
No, but I have heard of a satchel.
It's the same. It's basically the same concept.
I don't know. It just it seems sort of a as an environmentally conscious individual, we should be more aware of when we're buying useless shit just because we need an extra distraction. That's all I'm saying. I understand that you like your tech, but like it responsibly. Maybe upgrade your own stuff. Take it into your own hands. I've seen you be clever. I think you could do it.
Sam eases up.
If not, I believe your good friend here, Sam, could help you. Maybe even Misha. They both offered to help me. So.
No. Cammy's real smart. She can do this stuff on her own. I bet she could make her old Kindle something that Amazon itself would wet itself over.
You're not wrong.
All right, then. So, instead of buying into that, here's how we can distract you now commercial, polish that shit up on your own. Earth will thank you for it. And when she says Earth, it comes out real weird out of her mouth. That's not what she wants to say.
Yeah.
It's the one word she says without an accent.
Mhm.
And, Earth will thank you for it.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Cammy?
She hashtag Glasswalker triggered.
Don't lump me in with that.
Hashtag random interrupt cyberdogs and other such camps triggered.
Thank you.
It's interesting to see.
Glasswalker triggered by the Bonar trigger.
See, we've reached an impasse.
I like buying things. I think buying things is the worst. The Raggy or the Bonar and the Trasha. Such an odd friendship.
They do what they can for each other.
Yes. Shlemiel, Shlemazel. So, well, it's getting kind of late. I need to go spruce up the Winnebago a bit because I'm expecting company this week.
Wait, what?
What?
I know you were expecting company.
Yeah, I told you my friend said he's going to pick up the car.
Oh.
I am not the sort who's like, hey, just because you're pretty, I'm going to let you in on my most intimate secrets. Like, that's a quick way to get, like, I don't know, kicked in the teeth. I'm older. I'm wiser.
It's not very
I don't
funny.
think Cammy can help but cringe at the whole get kicked in the teeth thing.
She, like, as she says it, she, like, kind of clicks at her jaw a bit. Like, pushes a fake tooth back in place kind of thing.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem to be that time of the evening. I should go assist Misha. I told her I would assist her with. Well, if she needs assisting, so.
Well, it was lovely to meet you all, she says to the new people.
I hope I didn't offend. I tend to run my mouth a bit.
Not at all.
What of your charm?
I actually find that rather endearing about you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And I'll see you at your tea shop this week, Caldwell.
I look forward to it. And he just reaches back and pulls out his wallet and hands over some bills to MJ for what he bought.
Yep.
And
Close out the tab.
You all keep well. I'll see you around. And he'll just shuffle out in Slua.
Shuffles in Slua.
So Cammy, we gonna head back? You gonna stay
I'll
here?
be right along.
All right. Well, I guess Sammy, you wanna go grab some ice cream?
Oh yes, please.
All right.
Bailey, real quick, I think you forgot something.
Oh, did I?
And she'll just sort of slide over the drink that she was making and just in a very, like, low tone of voice be like, there are people that say it's, your fault and it's hard not to believe them, but it wasn't. And she hands it over and it's a mint julep.
She looks at it and she's like, thanks. You all right? I'm gonna roll some perception empathy on that.
Oh
Because
man,
Carol knows what that's about.
Carol knows exactly what that's about. Guess who's at a +2 diff? It's me.
Let's see.
Okay, I have one.
And I have 2.
You have 2. There was how do I do this in a way that's not like you read her mind? You get the feeling that maybe you guys have had some similar experiences in the past, and she's very empathetic.
Oh. She like takes a sip of the drink and she's like, yeah, fuck him for messing with us in the long run, right?
Exactly.
You have a good one, MJ, and thanks for the drink. You ever want to have a conversation? Well, you know where to find me. I'm usually around Cammy.
Thank you.
You know, make sure you fight him. And she takes another sip and puts it down. Come on, Sam. Let's go get some ice cream.
Sam will set down the cup now with ice in it, as well as a few bills, and will stand up very straight in almost comic fashion, and hold a looped arm up.
Oh, all gentlemanly like. All right.
Oh no, I was trying to be funny. Sorry.
No. Let's go. Come on. We're off to see the wizard.
He has a firm nod and a reinvigorated comic smile.
So, I guess at this point they will exunt.
Exit pursued by a bear.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Cammy will look over at MJ. You all right?
Always.
Not my place to pry, but if you ever want to, she'll just kind of gesture to where Bailey was standing.
I appreciate that, and I feel like you may have something to talk about, depending on how the night goes. When try to help me with my little situation.
Well, there's a lot more to do than just Netflix and chill. So, but I should probably get along with them because they're going to go have ice cream without me, and I can't let that slide.
No, of course not.
But call me soon, and we'll set this whole thing up. This slumber party.
Thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you.
Good to see you too. And she will lean in for a kiss.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And she will hang on to the hand until she's no longer able to maintain the grip and walk away.
And MJ sits on a bar stool and is just like, well, fuck. And tosses back the rest of the mint julep.
Aww. Fight everyone. All right. I guess this is where we'll end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we'll see you next time.